All right, a very good morning. Welcome to a beautiful Monday morning. Today happens to be the 13th day of April 2026. Beautiful people, welcome to another refreshing edition of the Morning Focus, your trusted companion to start your day informed, inspired, and empowered. I'm your host, El Samuels, and I'm joined by the ever vibrant Diana Mamle Sakate. Diane, good morning.
Good morning, El.
How are you doing?
I'm doing well.
Right. We thank God. We thank God for life this morning. We thank you for joining us. I'm doing good.
Right.
Blessings by His grace. And that is the most important thing, to be here this morning. So together we are here to bring you the very best of today's conversation, from insightful discussion, national issue, to uplifting moment that sets the tone for your day. From the latest headline to the thought-provoking debates, from our scripture focus to the African proverb of the day, we've got you fully covered. So wherever you are tuning in from, sit back, relax, and let's journey through the morning together. That's exactly what we're going to do today. Front burner will be up in a bit. What are you expecting? And then the national policy focus. And today we're going to have some discussion with the tax aspect. How your taxes are used, what every worker has to know. And the point is that is Ghana really, the reform, is it really touching your pockets? Yeah. For prices, some taxes has been removed. President has instructed that some taxes should be removed. Are we going to see the next pricing window? Others believe that it is so early, because it's too late, because the war is coming to an end. That's why others are seeing it. So, like I said, it's a brand new day, and we are ready to walk this journey with you, bringing you clarity, insight, and motivation to take that day. We begin with our scripture focus, where we draw strength and direction from the Word of God to guide our day. Then we share an African proverb rich in wisdom, deeply rooted in our culture, to inspire our thinking and action. And after that, we dive straight into the front burner, the biggest issues making headline today. We will break them down, ask the hard questions, and most importantly, hear from you, our viewers. So we'll bring you the newspaper, quick newspaper review highlighting the major. All right, so welcome back from that break. It's now time for us to look at our scripture for this morning. What is on your mind? What is eating you up? What is your scripture? Now let's do the scripture for the moment, brought to you in association with the Maranatha Power Ministry International. Behind the Lekma Polyclinic, Nungwa Adogon is a place to be. Remember, today is Monday. Just reminding ourselves that coming up is the IMF, the International Ministers Forum, the African Conference, converging at the Maranatha Power Ministry from the 15th to the 18th of April. That is Wednesday, coming Wednesday, right?
Yeah.
Running through to the 18th. Africa is gathering. The world is gathering. And then the Ghana chapter will be launched.
Yeah.
So be part of it. If you're a minister, if you're a church worker, and let's come listen to the word and see how we can grow the kingdom together. That's very important. And Jesus did not only die to save us. Remember that. He did not die only to save us. He died so that his very life could dwell within us. Through his sacrifice, we are no longer empty, broken, or alone. We are still filled with the Spirit. And I picked this scripture that I love so much that was given to us, is that I have been crucified with Christ, and I no longer live, but Christ that lives in me. And if we go to the book of Romans, chapter 8, the verse 10, it says, but if Christ is in you, then even though your body is subject to death because of sin, the Spirit gives life because of righteousness. Right. And Colossians 1:27 says, Christ in you, the hope of glory. Oh my. Exciting scriptures, right? Exciting scriptures. Yeah. So when Christ lives in you, everything changes. Yeah. Your thoughts are being shaped by his truth. Yeah. Your steps are guided by his Spirit. Your strength comes from his power. You are no longer striving to live for God in your own ability. God himself is at work within you. Many times we look outward for help, forgetting that the greatest transformation begins within us. Interesting, isn't it?
Very interesting.
Because the greatest transformation is within us. It starts within us. The change comes from within. So if Christ is in you and is the hope of glory, what are you doing about it?
It's just like you desiring to change something about yourself.
Yeah.
Yet you're not adjusting yourself to that change. It starts with you.
It starts with you.
Yeah. So yeah, basically that's what it means. When you have the Holy Spirit in you, it changes everything. Yeah. That is the most contributing factor to the things you want to change.
That's the most contributing factor for the things you want to change. So the change starts within you. Christ in you, the hope of glory. And that is the key then. Because he lives in you, you can see tomorrow. You rise above fear. You overcome temptation and you walk in righteousness. And I love this song from the late Ron Kenoly. It's a righteousness piece in the Holy Ghost. Don't you want to be a part of this kingdom?
Yeah.
And I love the chorus of the song. And that is what God is telling you. Let his life flow through your words, your actions, your decisions. You are not just saved, but you are called and filled with Christ. That is why I said, Christ in you, the hope of glory. Hallelujah. I believe that if you listen to this word, let's pray together and say, Lord Jesus, thank you for dying for me, so that you may live in me. Help me to walk daily in awareness of your presence within me. Let your life be seen in my thought, words, and action. Strengthen me in line so I can live in victory, love, and righteousness. In Jesus' name. If you pray this prayer, I invite you to come fellowship with us at the Maranatha Power Ministry International, located behind the Lekma Polyclinic, Nungwa Adogon. Tuesday is a moment of miracle from 10 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Wednesday teaching service, the multi-purpose, right? From 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. Friday, mega all night. But you know what is happening this week? From Wednesday, there will be the International Ministers Forum, IMF African Conference, where the conveyances and the meeting is at the Maranatha Power Ministry from Wednesday, the 13th and the 15th, right down to the 18th of April. Now I want you to be there, be part of it. It's free, but if you want to be part of the Ministers Forum, you want to be part at any time the conference is happening across any country, and you want to participate.
And you know, anytime they are having a conference in the US or anything, just by registering with $100, you stand a chance to have an invitation letter.
Quite interesting.
Yes.
Quite interesting.
If you want to attend the international ministers or be part of the forum, all you need to do is to contribute or register with just $100 and then be part of it. It comes with a lot of benefits. One of the benefits is to get invitation anytime you want to visit the US and you need an invitation letter. You're going to get it stress-free. This is not like a connection or anything. It means that you are part of the forum, and any benefits that comes, you happen to also have a share of it.
Right, so a city equivalent of $100 US, you get yourself registered and be part of the International Ministers Forum. African Conference is happening from Wednesday through to the 18th of April. Wednesday is the 15th day of April, which will run through to the 18th. So be part, like she said, part, and you have advantage to also participate in international conferences outside the shores of Ghana. It is not just in Ghana. So far, I hear over 9 countries are coming, including the US of A. So be part of it, and your life will never be the same. And whilst you were talking, this scripture just hit me. Luke 16:10, it said, whoever is faithful in little is also faithful in much. And whoever is dishonest in little will also be dishonest in much. Interesting. And this reminds us that accountability starts from small things. It starts from small things. If leaders are faithful and transparent in the little matters, then the bigger responsibility can also be trusted. That is all he's saying. That I like Bishop's word, the bottom line is. Good morning, sir. The bottom line is. Now let's do our African proverb this morning. It said, the one who fetches the water is the one who knows where the pot leaks. The one who fetches the water is the one who knows where the pot leaks. How would you put this one?
You can't really tell where the flaws are if you are not carrying the responsibility on your shoulder. So if you are sent to go fetch water and your bucket is leaking, you don't need someone else to come and tell you where it's leaking. You know. Yeah. So.
All right. So, simple put it, those in charge know exactly where things go wrong and must take responsibility to fix them. Be it in a family, be it in a community, be in the office, those in charge, they know where things go wrong and must take responsibility to fix it. Wow, that's African Proverbs for this morning. And we entreat you to support this segment, the weather, the African Proverbs, as well as the scripture focus for the morning, where we run with it. Although we have Maranatha Power Ministry giving us, we need your support. We need the support of every faith-based supporters as we bring this every morning, Monday to Friday, on the morning focus. Now let's move straight away to another segment, that is the front burner. The front burner is the next coming up. We'll take it. Don't forget, today we'll go to Befi Chrome as well. Today, Monday. And then we'll be talking to KK Sebe. We'll pick his thought on some a few things where the minority is excited that okay, some levies will be taken, but they are asking for accountability of the 100, the 1 cedi levy.
But you remember the 1 cedi levy?
Yeah.
I spoke about it here.
Yeah, we've talked time and time about it.
It's not just about the minority asking for accountability. I think the ordinary Ghanaian also needs to be accounted to. I think we all want to know how much was mobilized from the 1 cedi.
And what has it been used
What
for?
has it been used for? We were told it was going to be used to sort the energy sector debt.
I mean,
how much
have they raised?
Have you raised? How much out of the debt have you been able to pay? Let's know. Don't just cushion us with we are taking some off. So I have to buy 400 or more to be able to fill the tank for the plant. So you are reducing the prices. You are pushing. So for the minority calling for accountability, I think it's in the right direction.
So you're supporting the minority's
Yes.
call for accountability
I do.
With the issue of the 1 Ghana cedi. You out there, do you also support the same call? 0537158638, 0537158638 is the numbers. You can also join us this morning. Share your thoughts with us. What is a right call? Are they making the right call, or you think it's just the normal politics they are doing? Whichever way it is, let's get to
you remember when this 1 Ghana cedis levy came up?
Yeah.
We went out to speak to people.
Sure.
And I mean, most of the people we engaged were in support of the levy, right? They kind of supported governments because looking at it at the time, COVID levy had been scrapped off. Betting tax, some taxes had been taken off, and so the 1 Ghana cedi levy coming in for it to be used to cushion the energy sector debt, it wasn't really much of a problem to the people we engaged. Even people that called on the show to share their opinion, you can see that it wasn't really a challenge. The president came to say that this is not something that is going to be there. I hope I'm quoting him right. So if the minority is asking for accountability, how long have you taken this levy? What has been the mobilization so far? How have you used it? I think we should know, because even to those who were in support of this levy being taken, I don't think they want to just be there not knowing what their monies were used for. So majority should come out and tell us something, either the energy ministry or the finance ministry, because for the energy ministry the money doesn't go to them, does it? No. The finance ministry mobilizes the money. So I think they should come and tell us something. We have mobilized 100 million Ghana cedis and used it for this. Then we know, okay, we get it. But fuel prices need the, as the president has said, except from Kakra, because some of us, our cars are now coming.
Oh my goodness. You're not waiting for your car.
Yeah, our cars are now coming.
Is it a Mercedes you are looking forward of having?
Oh yeah, Mercedes is a dream car too. So yeah.
All right, so let's the 1 Ghana cedi levy. That's the question we are asking. The 4 tax cuts, we say welcome. What the truth is, where is the accountability for the 1 Ghana cedi? 0537158638. Numbers are also between any attrition como and pay. Yeah, fuel and some president. I instructed. The Ministry of Energy, Ministry of Finance, even Transport Minister has also been tasked to make sure that 100 buses now you bid distribute to woman 10. Now prices cry at the big so.
But you see, even the distribution, I think it should be distributed ASAP. But how is the distribution going to be like?
I don't know how they're going to do it.
Is it going to be all 100 in the same region?
I think it has to be across the country.
So if it's going to be across the country, which regions are of priority?
I think Greater Accra, Ashanti.
So how is the distribution going to be like? I think they should.
The MMT will have to come up with that. Tell us
how the distribution is going to be like.
And then the president is also saying that they have to lower the prices. The fare have to be lowered. To enable the ordinary Ghanaian to be able to get something.
Number one, let's say Accra is going to get 20 buses.
Okay, we'll get more than 20. Maybe 50 of the buses.
If Accra is going to get 20, 30, 40, 50, fine. Where and like...
Okay, you want to see the distribution table.
Are we going to have it? Kaswa is going to have two. A friend is saying Ashama one. How is it going to be? You get it, so that we know the way I'm seated here. If I have to pick Trotsky, I know that there will be a bus at the Nungwa station. That one, I will save 5 cedis if I'm going to circle, so that by 6, if I have to be there to join the bus, I'm there to join the bus. How is it going to be like?
Well,
it shouldn't just be distributed.
I think it's going to be a normal route. You know, they have their routes they pile, but maybe they're going to increase the fleet on those routes to make it much easier, and then the fares will be a bit down.
So we should know all that.
That is what they're going to. Just like the Ayalolo was piling the.
But Ayalolo no crano. Some places never saw Ayalolo.
There are some places in the north you can't even use Ayalolo.
Oh, my brother, even Accra.
Accra, there are places.
You've gone too far. Me, I've never visited the north, but I'm in Accra. The Ayalolo where? You get it. Unless maybe we want to say that the places we are distributing these buses to need them more.
Yeah.
Because when you look at Kaswa, Pokwase, down, those people that come from those areas to work in Accra Central are more. Yes. We should check these factors and then distribute the buses to these people, so that at least it's not easy spending 2 hours on the road to work. By the time you get to the office, you're exhausted. And then you need to spend another hours to the house, get home late, wake up early, and then it continues again. This time too, we are having, it's like our weekends are made in China. Like
why? The shortest possible time.
Oh my brother.
You go on Friday.
By the time you sleep and wake up, it's Sunday evening.
Yeah.
You have to get ready. And it's not like you have a lot to do over the weekend. So adding this stress to it, most of the time is a lot. So the buses should be distributed ASAP. Now, I'm not from feeling free because the pressure in the system is...
The pressure in the system is too much. Exactly 8 a.m. we'll be talking to lawyer Kobna Sarah. Will be talking with us. Exactly 8 we'll have a conversation with the 9. Don't forget 9. We have our literacy program rolling up. The Easter is over, so let's go back to our financial literacy program that runs every Monday exactly 9 a.m. to 9:30 thereabout. That is the time we're going to have with you today. So don't go away. We just want to hear your voices this morning just before we look at the various portals and what they are reporting on the various portals this morning. You join us, go to MBN 360, get all the stories you want there. And also, we'll bring you up to speed with it. But for now, we are looking at the fuel matter. What do you make of the fuel matter? The president has asked that there should be some cuts in taxes. There should be some reduction in taxes. Some levies should be taken off. But the minority is asking for transparency and accountability sake for the 1 Ghana cedi levy The government started levying every Ghanaian from July 2025 to date. What has been accrued is what the minorities asking government to do. So you can also join us. Let's get to hear you. What do you make of it? 0537158638. But whilst waiting for the call, you can take us through to some of the portals. What stories is there? Then we move to the news headlines.
Okay, so let's see what's on the portals today. Let's start with MBN 360. Let's see what it has this morning. Usually, when you go to MBN 360, you have a lot of stories there. You can log on and then get enough stories from there. But last week, the issue of the ladies training, I don't know if you spoke about it. The menstrual.
Yeah, the menstrual. We'll be talking about
the education
that took place at the
Glory Hill Academy.
Right.
Yeah. Over the weekend, I had a conversation with someone, and the conversation was actually about this issue of postpartum depression. And it's something I wish we could make time to talk about. But okay, let's do the MBN 360 portal now. Chamber of Mines refutes claims of low mineral retention. That story, you find it on the portal of MBN 360. Comac CEO rejects calls to scrap boss. Wow. U.S. Embassy engages AMA on urban reforms and investment opportunities. And also Ghana's Akufo-Addo, that's our former president, meets ECOWAS observers ahead of Benin's April 12 presidential election. It happened yesterday. US-Iran failed to reach agreement on war's end. Okay. Prudential Bank Limited targets 25% performance boost through digital supplier integration. You'll find these stories on the MBN 360 portal. So away from the MBN 360, let's see if we can do the MyJoy Online. MyJoy has some interesting stories there we could take. But also, GES opens 2026 teachers recruitment. And talking about GES, the junior high students are going to write their exams, I think, next month.
And then we have the senior have started.
The SHS students
have started.
All the best to them, Charlie. It takes us back to when we were also going to write our first. And MyJoy Online captured this. Government could lose nearly 500 million Ghana cedis a month for every 1 Ghana cedis cut from fuel taxes. So you see, you are telling us the losses. Can we see the gains?
Telling us the losses, we want to see the gains. How much has been accrued? That is what the minority welcome the cuts, but demands accountability for the 1 Ghana cedi.
We know 500 million. We're going to lose 500 million. So does it mean we're making 500 million every month?
It's likely.
So if you are making 500 million every month, what has it been used for? How many months have we been able to?
From July last year.
So, you get it. Let us know.
From July last year.
Let us know. I think it's important for us to know. We shouldn't just look at the losses and all of that. Let's know how much we made from this 1 Ghana cedis levy. Now, from how much we made to how it was used. Then we talk about the losses. So that if we agree that, okay, looking at what the money was used for and how much we were able to raise, don't scrap up the 1 Ghana cedis. For all you know, the ordinary Ghanaian, like we will tell you, don't scrap up the 1 Ghana cedis. Let it continue because you're using it wisely. But if you are not telling us what you use the money for, but you are telling us how much you are losing, what's up?
What's up? That's a big question that has been asked for tax cuts, a relief or just talk. That's a question we also ask. Is this a relief or is just a talk? The minority in parliament has welcomed the 4 tax cuts, but they are also raising serious concerns, demanding accountability for the 1 Ghana cedi. So while government says relief is here, many Ghanaians are asking, where are the fares still high? We just want to wait to see that it happens. It's implemented. We would now start asking the question, now, fares and also, are food prices going to drop? Where exactly is that levy going? That's also another big question that we're going to see. So is the fuel prices versus transport fare, why the delay? Others believe that, the COMAC believe that it was late. But now that the war, there's some kind of stability, prices are coming down. Why go to remove the levy now? It's also another question that has been asked. The question is, traders and drivers would definitely taken advantage of the situation, but this one, they say it's a temporary. Does that mean if by the next price window and it happens that the fuel prices has dropped drastically, it means nothing is going to happen?
Something must happen.
No, nothing is going to happen.
But nothing something must happen because fuel prices need the, when we see the downward trend on the international markets, we expect to see some change.
No, but here's the case. The government is saying that because of the war, emergency meeting, we want to take up some levies. Okay. Now, assuming that by close of today, before the next pricing window, and then the fuel prices dropped, I don't think government will say you want to take up those levies or cut those taxes again. It will still remain there.
Well, that's another point. Yeah, but does it have to remain?
It has to, because the point is that it says a temporary measure. And then they will review it again. Now, it happened that we are not even going to have the temporary measure in place because prices have dropped in the world markets. But since we import finished products. So the price has dropped. So definitely at the pumps, the prices will drop again. So what happens? Do we still go ahead with cutting of those taxes and removing of those levies?
So you are suggesting we hold on a bit?
Yeah, that's why others believe that it was delayed. Yeah. It should have been earlier. Yeah. So at least people will be cushion small. So we don't see the 17. We didn't go and buy the diesel for the plant for 17 cedis per month. Maybe if they have removed it, it could have been some 14 or 15. You see that thing. But now you have delayed, the prices have gone
so
up.
Now if you take it down, and it goes down, it's going to remain there.
So you come back and say, okay, I've still restored my levy and I've restored my taxes. No. This is what government is telling us.
So yeah, I think I kind of agree for it to be maintained, and let's see what happens.
Let's see what happens. That's why government is waiting at, okay, let's wait till the next pricing window is open, and I will see. If still the situation is dying, then we
see what we do with it.
But if as it is now, honestly, it's not going to change anything. So is the policy truly helping? Will it help? 053715-863 is the question we asked them this morning. Osha, buying some people ye levies ni ultra taxes ni beso. You know what has crossed my mind?
No.
I don't know, friend. His cocoa crusade, the cocoa pricing crusade is still on. But do you trust government to account for the 1 Ghana cedi? That's a big question we asked this morning.
That government is going to account or not?
Yeah,
they must.
Do you trust government? Do you trust they will?
They have to.
No, the question: do you trust they will?
Me, I have trust issues. So
you have trust issues.
Yeah, so to trust that they will,
account for the 1 Ghana cedi levy.
I don't think I do. But it's something that they have to. Yes, because you know this government itself has won some kind of level of trust from the people, and so I don't think they want to go back to people not trusting their word or not believing what they have said they're going to do. So I think the best thing is to come out and account to the people what the money was used for.
Okay.
You get
account to the people what the money was used for. So keep your calls and messages coming on 053-715-86383 via WhatsApp and SMS. SMS small. I mean, you send something small on the discussions we have in this morning. The numbers on your screen. Either you keep your calls and messages coming. We want to hear from you. Now let's take a quick look at what is making headlines in the newspaper this morning.
But with the portals, there are some other interesting
before we
stories
switch over.
Ex-Meta worker investigated for downloading 30,000 private Facebook photos.
Real moment, right?
See these social media things. Business crumbled to get noticed by AI search. And Vivo Energy Ghana and KNUST sign MOU to advance next generation of energy innovators. And I see a story here. 2 teens jailed 55 years for robbery.
55 years.
Teenagers. So between 13 to 18, 19. So if you are 19 and jailed 55. I see.
So you're excited with that, right?
Oh, I'm not excited. I mean, these are young people who...
start getting KK7 on the line exactly 8 a.m.
These are young people who...
I want to find out from lawyer whether he's excited with this 55 years.
Charlie, 55 years behind bars. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. Because you are spending your youthful days.
By the time you come out, you are above 70.
No, what would be your use?
No, you are above 70. If you are 20 now, you come out 75.
No, teens, so 19.
19.
Let's say 19.
Okay, so 19. So you come out 74. 74 years. So let's say plus and minuses and take over the Sundays, you are going to spend like 40 years.
That's a lot.
So you go for retirement in prison?
Two robbery suspects convicted following violent gold dealer attack in Obuasi. Let's see if we find some stories also on the City Newsroom, and then do those ones. Brekum Chelsea player Dominic Frimpong killed in armed robbery attack.
Yeah,
that's sad.
That's a sad.
What's this robbery thing? Parkinson's patients need support, not stigma. This is coming from Franklin Kujo. Remember when his video came out some few months ago, people started getting to know about this Parkinson's and all of that. We even brought some doctors here to talk about the Parkinson's.
And I like the way he put it, but don't stigmatize the people. They need help.
Stigma is not the solution to anything. When you see that people are in a situation, especially when it comes to health,
they need help.
They need help. It's not about stigma. A new Black Stars coach to be announced today.
So just stay with us exactly 2 p.m. When you have to speed with that.
You'll be surprised, maybe I'm the one.
Oh boy, to be at the touchline of the Black Stars, you have a lot of work to do.
Yes.
A lot.
And new Black Stars, there's a story here. U.S. court orders Sedina Tamaklo
to be extradited
to Ghana.
By this thing, how we gonna look like?
So you are going to come, whether you like it or not. That's it for the City Newsroom. Maybe we can go to the newspapers now and see what they have.
All right, so let's go straight to do the newspaper headlines. Like I said, exactly 8, we'll have a conversation in studio via phone with lawyer Kwabena Sebe. Will be joining us on the phone, and we have this conversation together. So please don't go away. Let's start with the Herald newspaper. The Herald says a maritime authority breaks silence on Samia Wuku's cocaine ship accusation. Samoku Jeto daughter law firm evade fraud claim, inheritance appeal. Energy experts warn against scrapping the 12 pesos bust margin. Ghana said Kiki Baho appoints head of UN mission in Southern Sudan. Medina market traders allege extortion by suspects national security operatives. Stories on the Herald newspaper.
Okay, away from the Herald, let's see the Republic Press. Ex-Maxlock boss hot as U.S. court gives green light for extradition. And NDC under fire over former struggles. Cancer cases surge as health authorities struggle to explain spike.
That's a very serious issue.
What's happening?
No, the point is that if you look at the conversation we had with an expert from the corporate affairs of LECMA, with the issues of the cancers and then what contributes to that, we are not doing a lot as individuals to check our health, because you have to do at least twice or once in a year profiling to know your system, so that we've not been taught preventives. And then the kind of lifestyle we are having now, that is it, as compared to the lifestyle we came to meet, and we call this lifestyle modern, and throwing away the traditional way of living is causing all this. It's a lifestyle attitude that is bringing us this lot of cancerous diseases.
The frozen stuff, not
we're eating a lot
fresh
of
stuff.
Yeah.
The oily
and even the
stuff,
fruits are very expensive to buy. The fruits alone are very expensive.
I think we are not making time for ourselves.
And at the point that we're too busy with looking
for money and not taking care of ourselves.
Yeah. So that is where we're getting all these problems from. Because if you have checked and you know your status, it makes it easier to manage yourself. You know the do's and don'ts that will not allow you to get to certain areas. Now, I keep telling people, when people are nearing their grave, that is where you see them exercising, that you see them walking. I keep asking
the young ones don't care.
Yeah, what's wrong with us when we are now hitting the
young
60s,
ones,
the 70s?
The young ones that are supposed to take their health seriously really don't care.
Now you see those who are about dying are the people who are waiting for death, are the people who are exercising the more.
They are waiting for
they're waiting for death. But they rather exercising to stay strong.
Meanwhile, the younger ones are supposed to keep.
They are not doing. They are not keeping that momentum. So it's very sad if you look at the happenings with our cancers, and then the kind of cancers we are getting, and also the effect of our water bodies that's also been destroyed is also contributing to it. Because
that's a huge factor.
It's a very. I mean, it's affecting agriculture. It's affecting our ecosystem, is affecting our water body. So everything is contaminated. There are heavy metals in the waters we drink. Heavy metals in the waters we drink. So you can't take it all. You can minimize it. So now
you as an individual also have to constantly check yourself and know what to eat, what not to eat, the time to eat, and all of that. But like you said, we are busy looking for money and not taking care of ourselves.
That is a sad one, because if we don't deal with this cancerous situation, it's going to destroy our youthful levels, and it will get to a point where we're fighting for people to get work to work for us.
Because the young ones who have the energy to work are not fit.
Yeah.
Right. Court dismisses Wuntumi's bid to halt Galamsey trial. Ewutu Senya East Assembly issues final eviction notice for Kaswa Old Market redevelopment. And AMA announces 9th enforcement against unscreened food vendors. Very important.
Yeah.
Very important. We are talking about cancers, diseases, and all of that. Unscreened food vendors, get them out of the markets. Get them out of the markets. Because some of them, where they are selling the food crumble, it's another thing. Right. So that's it with the Republic Press.
All right, now let's do the Source newspaper this morning. The Source, the U.S. court orders the extradition of Sedina Temakalo. Omahene accuses GSU of selective justice. Avoid clemency for Sedina Temakalo as Sifuatu government. MPP will review controversial Damang deal, Strame MP. Story on the Source newspaper.
Right. Away from the Source, let's do graphic business. Meet President Mahama's Fiscal Council members. Okay. Petroleum price build-up components. You see the graph on the front page. Government weighs fuel tax cuts. COPEC flags 1.7, 1 cedi 70 pesos Ghana cedis relief to customers. And petroleum revenue, government crisis strengthened investor confidence. This is coming from Piaka. And GHA faces costly hunt for elite coach to rescue Ghana's World Cup campaign. Okay.
So that's stories and a business, graphic business.
Graphic business, yeah.
Oh, okay. So do I have to keep the graphic sports to the tail end?
Maybe we should.
Maybe let me jump the graphic sports. I'll come back to it. Let me do the Inquisitor.
Okay.
The Inquisitor said fuel prices reduction measures don't take away bust margins. GXN does not finance mining operations. Kujo slams AG over OSP case. Anti-LGBTQ plus bill will be passed. Speaker. Stories on the Inquisitor newspaper.
Speaker said what?
It will be passed. You know, he's one of the people who were championing.
Yeah.
So we are waiting. It says now it has come to a point that is a private
member bill.
They will take time.
We are patient.
All right.
Patiently waiting. Let's do the daily graphic. It says Ghana to honor American astronaut Christian Koch after moon mission. You know, this thing really put the country on a very
the Christian Koch going into the moon. Yeah, I mean, and the president also coming to to say thank you, proud of her.
Watching the whole journey on the NASA pages and the updates and all of that, Charlie, it's so beautiful.
And she went with a Ghana flag.
Yes. She was in the moon with a flag.
So that the Ghana flag has gone to the moon.
To the moon? What are you talking about?
And I'm sitting there.
What are you talking about?
I need to go to the moon maybe next week.
My brother.
I need to go to the moon.
What are you talking about? The Ghana flag.
The red, gold, green with a black star in the middle.
Aside the US flag.
Yeah, the Ghana flag.
The Ghana flag was in the moon.
The Ghana flag was there.
It
went
there.
To the moon, so it has gone for exploration.
Government ponders Parkinson's on NHIS. What do you make of that?
I think it's a right thing to do because a lot of people have come to notice, okay, so that was a problem. They were keeping it on the quiet because they feel that this stigma that if I get to tell you, your way of dealing with me will change. Your attitude towards me will change and stuff like that. And I just said, why do you think that way? Because
in this.
And then they said, we are human. I got to understand you when I heard you talk about it. And then the point that there's somebody I know who was close to you that has this disease, but you kept it on the quiet that nobody even knows He has it. And you talk, you mingle with that. You rather encourage the person.
After reading about it, listening to people, I realized growing up, I saw people with it, but I didn't know what
you didn't know was. That was the issue now. I think Ghana, we have to move from stigmatizing people and understand people's plight.
Exactly. Know what it is.
And then be able to help the person instead of making mockery of the person. And that has become the problem. That is why even if people have HIV, which now you can take the viral and the load will be down, they don't want to tell anybody. They're just keeping it to themselves. Well, then we get
I think it's a level of ignorance. The fact that people are not eager to read about stuff.
So let's say somebody lives in Noah. He has this disease.
Why should they go to Ashanti region?
He has to go to Ashanti region. For what reason?
That is why.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We talk too much. And we
talk about things that do not concern or benefit us.
The point is that it's unnecessary. Yeah, very unnecessary.
Yes, you are a health practitioner. Someone has come to you with their problem. Is that a topic to discuss with your family and friends?
Family and friends. They will even see you passing. They say,
"Oh, sir, I can't make an assembly."
I mean,
anyway,
things that will bring us meaning, they will not do that. So send your messages 053-715-8638. Keep the messages coming on via WhatsApp and SMS. You can also give us a call. If any of the stories really strike you, want to contribute to it, you are free to do so. Which me a friend and pay. Nemena ya boba boss on the BB can come on so person shawabia. A find out. Okay. You want Basania ke share kuno like ni be command one we boy and no ukabafita here travel. Number say a screen no. About travel you want Basani. She called make more sure o TV volume o balish aluba shinje ni won basani phone no. Yeah, sometimes in your behind and then lower your phone. Oh, no heavy in your mobile field.
The thing is, people they don't know how it affects us in studio.
No, but the point is, you explain it and explain it.
They want to listen.
But sometimes I feel that they are carried away whilst they are watching and they want to make content. They are carried away.
They want to listen to themselves and see how they sound on TV. So sometimes. Government clears $25 million debt to Swami interchange contractor.
Let's see that road completed within time and on time.
Republic Bank urges local enterprises to scale up. And Sedina heads home.
Her story is still on a daily graphic.
And then finally, the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana,
Nana.
Yes, launches Infancy PIM at 150.
Hey, squared eye.
Squared hour.
Daffy Ghana.
Infancy PIM at 150.
Slide. Start working and put Dr. Lawyer Sebe on the line for us. We have just some 3 minutes and then we hit the 8th hour. We'll go to do some talking with him. KK Sebe. Now let's move straight away. You're done with the daily graphic.
Yeah.
Okay, now let's do the new publisher. The new publishers have the picture of the sing-a-thon husband speaks. You know, it came. I don't know. Was that thing on April Fool or something?
You see, when people try to play with their marriages on social media, it's up to them. If it's a prank, I wish them all the best.
If it's a prank, she wish you all the best. It says, stop twisting my wife's words. We are together. A sing-a-thon husband speaks.
But the wife was saying something else. Did you see the videos? Okay. So fear she now saying she. Mama will now say what that.
Said it here.
But you see, nobody wishes
for
their marriage to crash or anything. But the point is that, see, when you were enjoying the marriage, we were not there. When things were okay,
nobody was there.
So I don't know why when people have issues in their marriages, they have issues with people, they resort to social media, pull a camera, and they start
talking.
I don't know why.
I call them ranting.
What do you want to gain from that?
What do you want to gain from that?
especially when it comes to someone that you have an intimate relationship with.
Yeah.
Why would you come out social media? There are people who are married, have children. They are celebrities. People don't even know who their children are.
Yeah.
They've been able to keep their lives so private.
You know,
we were in this country when Nadia Buhari had her twins and all that. Have you seen her children? She posted her children, but have you seen their faces before? She had those children. They were 3 years before we got to even know
their father.
Do you even know their father?
For some of us, we know.
But I mean, for social media, do you know? You don't know.
You don't know. Yeah.
That is not your concern. What is your concern? That is their private life. Yeah. So if you bring your private life on social media, they'll eat it for you.
Like a pie or pancake.
They will do justice to it.
Is it pancake or pie?
Now you are telling us not to twist.
Which one is the first? Which one is the nicest one?
Which one?
Pie and pancake. Which one goes?
They are all nice. It depends on how it's done.
But I like the black pancake.
Okay.
A sheer.
Now you are telling us not to twist your wives. Who asked your wife to come in? Speak. Who asked your wife?
You know, from day one, I have this gut feeling
that something might go wrong. Yeah.
Something might go wrong. I have that gut feeling.
There are people who are married in this country, and nobody knows their wives. No one knows their husbands. Why do you have to know? It's me, you know, is enough.
Yeah.
It's not as if they are hiding their partners or hiding their family. But what you don't know, you can't destroy.
What you don't know, you can't destroy. Let's go straight away to the line and talk to our lawyer, KK Sabaya, communication team member of the New Patriotic Party. And we're looking at this topic: are Ghanaians getting full value and transparency from the 4 levels? Hello, good morning, lawyer. Hello, good morning. Hello. Hello, I think we're not getting him on the line. Slide, if you could check that again, so we can have that conversation once and for all before he takes before he go. Okay, so now let's go back to the newspaper, right? We're doing the We're doing
so I'm done with the Daily Graphic.
Okay, so I think I was on.
You were doing.
I was doing the New Publisher.
Yep.
Was it the New Publisher, right? Mm-hmm. So the New Publisher story has a picture of the Singaton, and it says, the husband speaks, stop twisting my wife's words. Then I am action man. I am action man. Bagwe speaks, vows to pass the anti-LGBTQ bill when Parliament resumes. Why? Why do you hear though?
Alban Sumana.
Kingsford Bagwe. Hello, good morning, Esquire.
Good morning, I can hear you.
How are you doing?
I'm good.
Well, I'm okay. Welcome back from the Easter break.
Thank you, sir.
And as usual, we knocked on your door and you've answered us. Now, this morning, we are looking at the issue that has to do with the minority in Parliament has been asking for some transparency. We want to look at whether Ghanaians are getting full value and transparency from the 4 levels. What's your take on this from the minority in Parliament?
Thank you very much, sir, and good morning to all the viewers. This issue that minority and free, I believe, is in order. We know the full situation across the field with the US visa, more. But I also have not seen the Spanish intellectual and trader, the war acknowledgement from Ghana simply because the opposition and the private government need know how to educate by some of what NDC is if the whole especially your commander out there could tell the whole nation that the Ukraine is therefore has no effect on Ghana. It's all the dishonesty on the part of the someone will not do that. With that, Islam was not people. Yes, some help and not, but before then, many people over, I think it was the data was something around 14 benefits or so. And then it got down to around 10, and it was even 9 cities there. We were told that we government that also benefit from that move for therefore an amount of monthly average the effort when brought it to 9 cities. So what is 95%? That is very much of 8 later. So what means that extra alone will count for very much therefore if we are so poor for 8 cities. Ghanaians were in a way happy, not happy at the fact that, but for the mere fact that we have stabilized, fuel prices have gone down. Most people did not care then. But here is the case, fuel has increased and past the 14, and now we are moving around the 18. Zero. Why is government still maintaining that increment that gave us? If with nothing at all, the 1 city, the reason for the 1 city, the current prices are those that reason into the garden. So why is it not based on that 1 city? For nothing at all, if you want proper receipt for that year, we should be thinking of more than that 1 city, because if that 1 city was not introduced, Ghanaians would have tried for reduction in taxes at this very moment. And therefore, the president or the government agrees that they are putting measures in place to reduce the prices. Well, we welcome it. No link, think it's a good order. The other issue is that we need to know the value we are getting for these taxes we are paying. The law, the law that is giving the government the authority to take all these taxes from our fuel is also saying that government should account for its stewardship. That is the fuel that he takes, the taxes that he takes from the people. The law says that I think by March 31st or so, government should go to Parliament and account for it. Now we are in April, and nothing has been done. Is it the case that there is something that they want to hide from Ghanaians? All that the minorities budget is very simple. What the law is saying, the law that gives you the authority to take the taxes, have an account, and let us know what is done with our taxes. Secondly, and one thing that we're not looking at, this Iraq-Israel-US war, in as much as they are difficult as a result of all price increases, and Ghana is having eight negative effects. There are also positive aspects that Ghana is also benefiting from, but nobody is talking about. Now, don't forget that Ghana is the net exporter of crude oil. What it means is that if crude oil prices are going up, government will also enjoy from the upward trend. In the 2026 budget, I think government pegged crude oil around $70 to $75 per barrel. That's how much government budget will sell the crude. Now, oil is hovering around $110 US. Meaning, Ghana is then enjoying about $30 or so on every barrel of crude oil we sell. So, those policies, where are they going? Can those policies also be used to cushion the Ghanaians, who is also struggling to sell this very moment? Now that even their negotiations, the U.S. Iran negotiations, did not produce the needed results, so blocking the trade union attempt to reopen, we should be expecting the fuel prices to be going upward. With the ceasefire, we realized that the fuel was coming down from the court. We're going to reach a very good point so that we'll have to see that the government can have free hands. But from the outcome, what is happening is national geopolitics over the weekend. We realize that we are even supposed to be expecting 80 in fuel prices. So government should, if it did what it says, leave what it says, it should quickly put things together and let us know exactly what we want to do. And the margin is going to stop the factor so that people can properly plan for their activities going forward. So I think it's a laudable idea. I don't know whether they are going to be transparent enough to let government use the money. I wouldn't be surprised that, well, maybe the act is so right, and everyone else everything they will come to the table. But if you look at something like the gold, board, and every office, we feel about parliament, I don't know what it is, a bipartisan investigation, but the minority just lost, the majority just lost it with the numbers. So we don't know. We just pray that they can't play with Ghanaians. But I can tell you for a fact that the Ghanaian voter or the Ghanaian for that matter is very much different, and they are reading the Bible, whether they are counting or the other.
Now that your party is calling for that transparency, I mean, what specific measures would you recommend in order to improve transparency and value in the fuel sector for Ghanaian citizens?
Just like the law has provided, I think we should just go by the law.
Okay.
The Minister of Finance should come to Parliament and tell Parliament that our representatives what the specific things that they have done with the money that they have taken. That is where transparency lies. In democracy, if you have a Parliament that is not ready to be accountable to the people, or is not ready for the executive to be accountable to the people, that is where the problem is. So my recommendation is that the vaccine that we knew in our last Parliament will be the same vaccine we are seeing today. But the vaccine is different. The way he spoke about issues passionately, I think it's last Ghana that any other person was doing his work. It's not got to the point of analysis that all that he was doing then was just pass a particular politician that will benefit different people. How can the whole accountability process be blocked like this? And we're in the country and we behave as if nothing happened. So I think the recommendation is that the Parliament should seize these partners and then let's move forward and be ready to take the government on its feet. One recommendation that I have is to support what the Constitutional Review Commission came up with regarding the members of Parliament becoming ministers. I think that thing has probably overlaid its usefulness. Where we are now, if somebody wants to be a parliamentarian, he should be a parliamentarian. You realize that people go to Parliament simply because the opportunity of being appointed as an executive member of the government is higher because the president should appoint majority of it from Parliament. Therefore, if you want to be a minister of state, you need force of money to move to Parliament. Secondly, you find the ministers not even attending parliamentary sessions. Why? Because they have every lot of other things that they also have to attend. Why should we keep those things in our books? To see the house of the president and let the parliamentarians do their work. How can you tell me that Minister of Finance also attend and the cabinet minister will come to Parliament and vote for any account, what do you call it, process that may seem to bring out the bad. It will be very difficult. So I think we should strengthen the government and it will make our government much more accountable.
All right, lawyer, I want to say a big thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you very much.
For sharing your thoughts with us. So that brings us to the end of today's discussion on our Ghanaians are getting full value and transparency from fuel levies. A big thank you to KK Sever, communication team member of the New Patriotic Party. To our viewers for your insightful contribution. You can send your messages on the same topic to 053-715-8638 via WhatsApp and SMS. As we spoke to the man, I mean, clearly the conversation around fuel pricing and levies is one that, as SPAC affects every household. I mean, every driver, every business in Ghana, fuel prices really, really affect everybody. The demand for transparency and accountability and fairness continue to grow, and it is a conversation that must not end here. But as we go, remember, good governance is built on open dialogue. That's one thing we should all know, and also inform citizens are backbone of accountability. So if government begin to inform us, it gives the government that leverage to always come to us. So we will continue to follow.
When you do that, it even gives them room to know what you're doing. And how to contribute to
so,
it.
Just like you see the one Ghana say when government at a point said when everybody was supporting.
The president even came out to say that this is the reason we are adding this one Ghana cedi levy to every fuel you purchase. And the understanding was so clear. So if you communicate right, you are likely to have the support of
the people, just like everybody was supporting the one levy. Okay, let's put it there. So if difficulty
you see,
has come,
and the reason people even supported it is because one, you had delivered your promise on COVID levy. You had delivered your promise on betting tax. These two, in addition to you explaining what we needed that one Ghana cedis for, gave people room to say that, look, for delivering these two promises, let's give it a chance. However, tell us when you mobilize the money, account for it.
Tell us how much you
have been able to.
Because if you look at
what you have used
from the research that has come in, if government should take it off, it's going to lose like 500 million monthly. Now, another school of thought that came in when the abolition of the COVID came in, it took over a year for it to be decoupled from the VAT. So tell us, how much did you accrue on that level? That has also not been done. Where is that money? Where did you put that money? How much was it? And where did you channel it?
It is not after 2 years you come and tell us that.
So that is where accountability is very important.
We owe energy sector debt, what $1 million and cedis and whatever. Tell us how you are taking care of that, because that was why you added the one Ghana cedis. It was for the energy sector. So let us know how much. We know we are paying for the money, so that we know out of what million cedis we have been able to pay this and pay that. So that I said this on this platform that. So it would inform us that we are paying this debt in a period of 5 years.
5 years or 2 years.
In a period of 2 years.
Yep.
So if you account to us how much we've been able to pay, we know we are left with 2 years more to finish. One cedi, the money is for us.
But you see, the interesting aspect now is that when it comes to the arrangement that has been done, unlike the previous years, government was owing the PPIs. So we know some amount of money was paid to the PPIs. There's still outstanding money that needs to be paid. But currently, what is happening is because of these levies, once a power is supplied by the PPI, is paid for.
Do you know, as we speak, some areas are going to have power. Their powers are going to,
because they have to change transformers in certain areas and do all that. So now that's.
So account to her.
Tell us what exactly you're doing. 053, are Ghanaians getting a full value and transparency from the fuel levies? that has been taken so far. 053-715-8638 is the number. 053-715-8638 numbers now also be to me there. So we will continue to follow this story and also bring you updates as they unfold. Now let's go back to the news paper. The newspaper.
You did the publisher.
I did the new publisher before we went on a break.
Okay. Let me do the daybreak.
The
daybreak.
The daybreak.
Yeah.
All right.
GRA staff petition Mahama to sack Kwesi Sapong. Bust margin must stay as government moves to cut fuel taxes and suspend publican AI system over trade disruption. This is coming from Guta. And Rexec Musec run away from Kajano demolition. Okay. That's it for the daybreak.
Now let's do the daily searchlight. Searchlight is a government blowing cash even as cocoa farmers suffer and not done prayer. Bogosu Prestia mine at risk. Ghana risk losing key mining assets over mounting financial and legal concerns. Sector minister is down there, actually. The man they go through. The sad story is that a former Savannah Regional Minister Salifu Adam Brahima passes away after a short illness. Over the weekend, that was a sad story that came in over the weekend.
The way people are dying is becoming
the rate is becoming too much now.
Too much. Anyway.
President in Team Forjo opposed fresh dialogue on the anti-LGBTQ bill. The draft is there, so let's deal with the draft. Then he has this cartoon, Anansi's View, Daily Searchlight TV. He say what? Waiting Bogosu matter they come press Nzima showboy. Then behind it is a Bogosu Presia mines at risk. And then you see the sector minister sitting there with his hand. Hey, I send back. Those are the stories on the Daily Searchlight.
Right, let's do the Ghanaian point. It says 2024 elections, you punished Akufo-Addo, NPP over anti-LGBTQ plus bill. This is a statement from Bagby.
From Bagby?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the big story here says President Mahama commends KGL for fulfilling tax obligations.
All right.
Yeah, so if you fulfill those tax obligations, the president will and prioritize cocoa sector and restore prices for farmers and not on prayer to government. You said it, that he's still on the cocoa.
Yeah. He's not going to stop.
He's not stopping.
It says this campaign
prioritize. So Mr. Doctor, actually, Dr. Randiabi, over to you.
Over to you.
EMP issues strong warning to saboteurs and sections of media over Damang mine acquisition. It's a strong warning. EMP, engineers and planners, they are warning those sabotaging the Damang mine acquisition. No? They acquired it through due process. So yeah. And Kaswa Markets redevelopment, trying to get a legacy project, not politically motivated. Aguna East MP says so.
Okay.
Yeah. It says that it's a legacy project.
A legacy project.
Not politically motivated. That's it for the Ghanaian point.
Now let's do the National Voice. The National Voice has the president on the front page and says, least we forget. Mahama promised to abolish ex gratia, has however failed to fulfill his promise. They have A+. Aura is dead. A+ drops corruption bombshell on Mahama's NDC government. Data or deception? Miracle Abuaji slams NDC misuse of statistics. With a smiling face of the Miracle Abuaji. There's a ValueVite adds value to the MCA Awards 2026 as title sponsor. Stories on the National Voice.
Let's do the Chronicles. Methodist Church descends on Mahama over anti-gay bill comment. Oh, President. Okay. Pay cocoa farmers, not party executives. Minority. Still, you see, are not on brand.
Yeah, not on press. Yeah. It's not going in.
He's not backing on until the cocoa farmers are prioritized.
Yes, and they've been paid.
And they've been paid. I think he's championing a good cause.
I love his spirit.
Yeah,
he's a good.
Somebody must speak for people.
Yeah, so he's a good man. So he's speaking for the cocoa farmers.
Yeah, it's not bad.
It's not
the
bad.
Big story here says government pays $25 million to contractors to accelerate work on the Swami interchange project, and Ochiman strips a. The key word there.
So every week we have some chieftaincy issues coming up.
A treso henny of traditional title. Hey. So yaji title different. Let's see what the scripture here says. Proverbs 3:27. Do not withhold good from those to whom it is due, when it is in your power to do so. To anyone who na Chronicles in your mocha say. Okay, it's either the Ochiman people or the cocoa farmers.
The cocoa farmers.
Or the contractors that have been awarded $25 million. So it cuts across. Yeah.
All right, so we do the Supreme newspaper this morning. The Supreme has Nana B. Picture there. It's a Nana B accuses Mahama of double standard over the Mang Mine deal. They has the another press story there where it says the NDC chooses politics over farmers, minorities slams government over misplaced priority. Then what else? After 120 days, youth of Bogosu Prestia asks Lands Minister. Selective justice, you know, my Hine Kwabena Asante hits at this story has been a running story and he's back again. But I like this one. The front page, the big one that says something Ladi Aini slams Iyoko over disregard for court order in Council of State member case. Supreme newspaper has the story. Boot this. What did this is a boot for boot?
Okay, let's do the daily guide. Okay, so the Ochiman story is here again. Ochiman stripes a treso hene of courtesies. And the big story here says U.S. court okays convicted ex-Maslock boss extradition. And ensure quality Accra Kumasi Expressway project, Otumfo.
Otumfo.
Yeah.
Otumfo.
It must be quality.
It must be quality.
It must be done well.
It must be.
It shouldn't be one of our major constructions where after 5 years we start seeing potholes. No. It must.
Did you say 5 years?
And some
Only 5 months and not 2 months. 5
it
years
must be done well. It must be done well.
Done well, Vanessa, can be viewed.
Properly done. So the story I picked from my Joy about the teenagers being jailed. 2 jailed, 55 years for robbery. You can see their pictures. They are really young.
Young people. Yeah. Okay, so you're done with the daily guide. Let's do the Ghanaian. The Ghanaian publisher said Hector Goldfields put Ghana traffic guru on edge with a sector minister there. But our true Stodochi in the story, the accusation of favoritism by Omahene It's also that story. But that story is a Dr. Lawrence Tete hypocrisy exposed.
What are they talking about?
I don't know what is that. Stories on page 3 of the Ghanaian Publisher. That is the story there. So we have to get that story.
Okay.
Publisher.
The custodian. We haven't taken the custodian, right?
No, we're not done.
Okay.
Custodian.
The custodian. Minority demands transparency on one Ghana city. They call it Dumsole.
Yeah.
Oman Heni fires Giadex CEO over bauxite agreement. Prudential Bank deepens strategic supplier partnerships at 2026 conference. Anti-LGBTQ plus bill will be passed. This is coming from Right Honorable Speaker Kingsford Alban Sumana Bagi.
Sumana Bagi.
And the big story here is still about the LGBTQ plus. Clergymen vocal under NPP, mute under NDC, but Catholic Methodist bishops still voices of conscience.
All right.
So, our clergymen, why are you quiet?
That is silent. Okay.
Why are you quiet? Maybe they are talking.
They are talking, but you are not hearing.
Yes.
The Ghana politics. Is a Mahama backs parliament on anti-LGBTQ bill, vows to sign it into law. Meanwhile, Speaker Agban Bawin blames former President Akufo-Addo for delay in the anti-LGBTQ plus bill.
Are we still blaming? The reason we voted...
That's a story in the Ghana politics.
But the reason we voted them out was because they were delaying.
Some of this delay. Okay, so we want to see action.
So if you are in now, there's no point to blame anybody.
Okay. Yeah. Ghana moves to honor the astronaut Christian Koch for record-breaking space feat. Is there? U.S. court clears extradition of Sednam Christina Tamaklo to Ghana to serve a 10-year jail term. So it's there.
To serve a 10-year
jail. You know she was jailed in absentia.
Charlie.
So that was why a lot of people were saying that looking at if the former finance minister is refusing, you can still go ahead and do whatever I want to do.
Okay. Can we do the Daily Statesman?
Right. Daily Statesman.
You've done it already?
No.
Okay. It says health Goldfields faces regulatory scrutiny after using Bogoso Prestia mine for $65 million financing without government approval. Who did this? Okay. Okay. Government wants over Sedness extradition as U.S. government grants approval. The Ochiman chieftaincy issue is also there. Oman Heni Kwabna Asante heads Giadek CEO over concession deals. Minority accuses government of prioritizing politics over cocoa farmers. So the cocoa issue keeps trending on the front pages of her. So that's it with the Daily Statesman.
All right, so the new Crusading Guide has the tension escalating. Akropong Queen Mother lives in fear as youth resident demand justice. Then he has a Goldfield story. It's also there. The Samson Aine, Islam Ziyoko, Omahine, Gedek CEO Macha, and then Ochihine, Clash of Authority. That story is also on the new Crusading Guide.
The Daily Gist says Oman Heni Blast Gadek is still here. U.S. Court Sedina Tamaklo's issue is still here. Alhaji Lotto. Alhaji Lotto hits back over rent palaver. NDC blows 700,000 Ghana cedis on Bono communicators, says Baba Amando. Okay. NDC picks politics over farmers' interest. This is coming from the minority. A Treso breaks away from Achim Ibuakwa. These are the stories on the front page of the Daily Gist.
The news center says security personnel angry about 20% rent allowance deduction. Catholic bishops pressures Mahama over LGBTQ plus discord. Government dishes unemployed teachers and nurses. Rolled out new recruitment policy open to manipulation. Guta honors BOG governor of economic stability gains. Moody's upgrade Ghana's rating outlook to positive. Stories on the news center.
Right. Away from the news center, we haven't done the daily analyst, right?
We've not done the national inquiries and the catalyst.
Okay.
And Metro Lens.
But we have done the analyst.
We've not done the national inquiry, the catalyst, and Metro Lens.
Okay. So let me do the catalyst. Okay. Bust margin is crucial. With a picture of the finance minister. The Otunfo to Agboja. You know, governs Agboja. He is the minister in charge of roads. I saw a video of a man in parliament saying that the speaker should change the sitting position of Honorable Governs Agboja because. But Omanhene has a way of making parliament interesting sometimes.
Osahene.
Yeah, he has a way of making the place exciting, releasing tension, kakra, with his jokes and all that. Otunfo to Agboja, ignore the naysayers.
Don't mind that.
Yeah, I trust him. Importers and exporters throw weight behind Publican AI system, rejects claim of opposition. This is the catalyst.
All right, so from the catalyst, let's do the national enquiry. GXN Bank clarify. Mahama highlights faith, unity, and economic hope at Jasican Bishop's ordination. Apology and retraction. Bus margin must be maintained. Over 1,500 containers lost at sea annually. Jampo.
Oh.
That's a serious matter. 1,500 containers lost at sea annually.
How?
I feel only be.
So they don't get to our ports.
They don't get to the port.
They get to other ports. Or
nobody knows where they get to. Only New Pele. When I walk and show shishin.
Or the containers fall in the sea.
They fly.
Okay.
So those are the story on the National Enquiry.
Have we done the Supreme?
We've done the Supreme newspaper.
Okay.
So
I
we
think
can
that's
do,
it.
So you can do the Metro Lens.
The Metro Lens. Why am I missing the Metro Lens?
The Metro Lens have the Turkey threatens Israel.
Turkey threatens Israel, labels Netanyahu Hitler of our time. Which one be this?
Oh, yeah.
Alhaji Fuzak donates dawa bus to Ambaria Sunni community. And government favors politics over farmers. This is coming from minority. You can see Anodom pray with his cocoa farmers. And this is coming from Communications Minister, Honorable Sam Nate George. Anti-LGBTQ plus bill, a priority.
We go past
that is what he is saying. He says it is a priority.
He's gone too quiet for
Who said it's not a priority?
You didn't hear that?
I heard it, but I want to recall exactly who it came from. Okay, and the minister in charge of communication is saying that...
And the president also said it is not one of the topmost priorities. When he went to the
I don't understand
when he was giving that the covers of the doctors was taken by the Lincoln University during his speech to the Ghanaian community.
Yeah.
That he mentioned. And then
but I don't understand the dynamics.
The dynamics
why is minister in charge of government communication
should come out and
saying that the LGBTQ plus bill is not
about? Because when you get up in the morning, you're not thinking about it, you're thinking about how the economy will work.
It's true.
Yeah,
right now we are even thinking about the fuel prices either going down or government telling us what they have used our 1 cedi for. It's true. But do you know people are also interested in this? The minister in charge of communication is saying it is a priority.
Yeah, because he was one of the people who championed this
Is
bill.
he saying this because he was loud on this conversation?
He's been quiet for some time. No, people last week, people keep even on this network, he was
Oh,
one.
yeah.
So people start hitting again. So I'm not surprised to see the story
you
when it come out.
cannot talk about
Whilst in opposition.
LGBTQ bill leaving him out of the conversation.
That's because he was one of the lead people.
He was.
And in opposition, 5 of the people, 4, in Team Fojo has been consistent, whether in power, whether in governance or in opposition, he's been consistent. But we have 4 persons who were so deep in the word. And all of them are cabinet ministers, and they've all kept quiet.
So it's not as if we are coming at him. He was big on this.
And he was a vocal person. He was leading almost.
So anytime the issue of LGBTQ plus pops up, the person you on top of your mind you can remember is the communications minister. So I don't think people are really coming at him. People are just reminding.
They are reminding the majority chief whip,
because
Dafia
McPaul and all that. So even the president, because in his campaign messages on campaign platforms, you mentioned it.
To the point that even the running government who was leading his party to seek for election also said, I think that question came up. I said, no.
They shouldn't even play politics with this, because
so
let's say they were retained. They have the same promise.
Yes. So, and then you had.
So both of you put your heads together and pass the bill.
Now let's finally do the graphic sports. The moment every Ghanaian is waiting for to see who leads the Black Star for the short term, the saint of the Mondial coming off. We have just more or less than 2 months to go. The 3. You see the picture of the 3 there. But I would have loved to see Fernando Santos lead the Black Stars.
Why?
Fernando would have been better off for us.
Okay, let's see.
But these 3, they are not bad. Kitero is also good. Dalek, St. Faith is also in line for the job. They are all good. Let's see which of them.
Let's see which of them is announced.
Is announced today by 2 p.m. We'll bring you up to speed with that story. Then we have Alote Tip for Victory. It's also there. Black Damsels Conquer Africa story is on page 6 of the graphic sports. You see the 3 coaches who leads the Black Star. That's the thing. But the sad story to hear is that Ghana's technical director, I was thinking at that point, would have given Wilfred Schaefer to have handled the team temporarily, but he's also been given a marching orders. I don't know what is sweeping the FA. This is a sweeping thing that is going on there.
Let's see.
So that's how we wrap up this morning's edition of the newspaper review segment. We also brought you a conversation with lawyer KK Sebe. This morning we'll continue. But we're going to Befi Chrome. Right after here, we're going to Befi Chrome. But keep your messages coming on 0537158638 via SMS and also WhatsApp. Numbers on the line. When we come back from Befi Chrome, we're going to another conversation that has to do with the man, the tax expert. What your tax do for you. So please stay with us. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Tony. Dr. Du Muhammad say me country SM Francis say nyame nhyira wo bia. Nyame nye obi bia kese. Na said de enne me ba me dofo all kan abusua. Ya di abronya tumi ansa Dr. Du baya wa besa. Dr. Dre yenye udeni edek yese nkwa sombo onkwa som yebo and it was SMBTS every Edu Herbal Hospital Anna Eradnom Dr. Do so edebebo ade say yede sanya de ewo sisie ni nti ani nompemu ye nkoto dwemu ni atutu asia mafia ye damma wapomuden asipia na ye the bonus na tuato eno ne yesi ye the busu ye sister no to atese watenga no ewu kojo tro nyane no brim no asori gina wo enenti efan say enem betena ase ye the SMBTS na de mewuram because me do get na no tanya nyame aka SM abusan fa meti TV so bi won wan kom wo gina get na no do so aka me the box empty box and everything TV so but me da twere ampo ase se wa mo akoma tom so me ntwanem ka se wi amoaje ne boko eni te abusan ye se e do baje watrema adanside na kasa na nam eno ntina meduru ya na SM no obi apesa onje emfiri mensem na bottom ne ba kwampon driver no ko jinam se na no Thursday me ba obi jeye ene dem mo bi anje ana me de aba ene nti me do foot say papa no also don't ask no kind o sese wato graphic am obi kenkan no mata no de gan kan ni nyina ma me ne mo kan ne brofum etimi da na betwi translation so I say SMBTS e do e de abasa ye de ba ama aware e de amefie ayede ama enkoda ni age ekunu mu ani age ama yire no so ani age enne na atemi chemli ame ma na SMBTS ba kufu 1 onfen kofie na mewi ade etachire nyakata na betachire de ama no boko enye ni nyina ha kwa ho ene nti se wato graphic am obi kenkan na ye ho mita odi kan ye no wo ye be ma entrance ma be ma mu na wona no abomatwo man na wona mo a sister bra wati mu sade ni nkoyi apomude ni hosa woni oba no konhye mu a wuti mu se dodo aka to be ko wantimi akọ minute ade to so no kekekeke no wantimi SMBTS ye edru asa wono mu asa wo de no wo kọ on say normal we na kata ko mo pa san na te pa boko na SMBTS be mo akọ pa so ati ase e cry for yourself our classroom no anama wi a na for ba na ka say wo be mem obana ma fans enya de obewie no ka cho say de we ye ni there bi ebusia so wie na obana ka say de ye tumi ye ni na kire say problem wo ho yade wo ho bibi wo nipadua ni mu a enko yie bibi wo usisi mu no ma enko yie o mema ye ne ensipi entita na Dr. Do so say ensesa wotena se emma oba ejojo wo sa na ensesa wotena se ema be ma so obejojo oba so atiase emechi oba brane te same nto na nyojo mi na enso de nko okwa me pa so me fubia ma na beto aso eno na chese wadwuma no wa anya nwi eni ti Dr. Do say SMBTS oba nom be ma nom me pa chow unya 18 years ya enom wo your ba wa fafura enom wo breastfeeding so a enom wa ye CS ya freyen number no screen ni so natural months awanya ansa na ebe mo anoma ya ma wanom oba se ubu nsa na emeye menamei se boso me so na me bu me nsa na se me ama nti se bibi ni na mo menti because menti pen bia eno na chasa wo yoba enya de boso me ne so a abusua na obi de wada ne calendar o chasa obetie ma ofie buo yansa na wakọ ne boss osa boso me asutua meka because the da wo be ye ne fie ho ne brono ne so no obi abehu say yes oboso me aso na ye ya so ene boso me na so nya tisa wo tim onya tisa wo ntimi ankwa dwuma o wo ye so da dem wo yare ene na boso me aso oni calendar o de wada ne calendar madam emo bi fa na ne calendar wane dem boy aden bra SMBTS so say beboa wo ama watimi abu nsaboko ama black cloth ni nyina anane abesia akokama kama wonti etiam obi a mpota wabu nsa so we oba na abu sana mi yaba kama wankasa na ma feel comfortable wutim sa wankasa no ohun yo de because se free ya ho besen kwa wona wotisa wo yefu mu ayodin ohun ni padua ni mu ayodin because se eye ba na ebetom a e ma o sign no se ba na ebetom e ba betom fo fra abusunya nya easy wonto na ma abofron
when your man says, what is it so rough, not Mensabo na no one who say, why already so well. It's a normal science. Na Saudi and any ban ebetum, Bosumi, no Bosumi and Sa or Messon and Ma our brand so 1 year more ebushia per SMB test on no don't send in a baby Sanya Abessiaco. I'm on one toll. I think soon say when now menses from day 1 about 7 days. Afe twasokono na so tiba 6 days. So tiba 5 days. 4 days. I was almost out say. The aka na emba no e wo hefa aka ho. Aka wa ya ase wo. Enti I was on SMB test na enani moja. SMB test na ni moja. Ebe na ne de aka ho na aya clotting na bobo ntonto a. Na ebe dane fibroid anase ebe ye bibi aya sisi aka wo wawudie nim no. Ebe na ne na afi ho ama na besia ko. Na wo ho ato. Afi ona mo say yes. Odo say so boka say yes be oba. Efi ono your oba na beta ofa nyinsa ya. SMB test na ni moja no. Ama de sisi a wo de na no akwan ni nyina besia ko bia. Obi on say afi pa na dem na wa fa afro. Why would it not to me? Now I said, I'm hadging. Or the bathroom can also ban of a had you fee. And I know maybe so the bathroom and the banana into a Santa said, you know. I told you with you 2 months. That's as I said. I was here, about to try to say, SMB testing tea, Cassani and Yaji because he had the insensible. If you say, yeah, Juma, Cassia, I dance dear Eba SMB test no doso. And then see, now make a farm on say, to be my way, to be my coon. Na entu ya de ase because mo no a ya adwuma fintin butrim na ne na mo honam onam ya de do adwuma tumi so wotimi de adwuma e wo abonten ko office atimi ya adwuma kama wosisi nim atimi ya kama e clear paint ne bibia wo wosisi nim eno nkoto dwenim nyina firi wo wotin adwuma yi ama anwato na akodem so a eno ya friend side effect friend side benefit because no adwani wi do benya na ekire no eno kwampo na do so bonus no na ya na ede obi koto dia na wa anto so a what told you na tua ka bi no pento so one to no so say there be aduane ne menni ento so ka tuwa bi no eno na e ka no bonus no so atiase to unum SMB test ya bonus na be de na che no ene so betimi ahama afa odem o so na bra kwa so je no yesi so ara o ma fans say yes wo be memu na edre abusonya to agu o man ga na mu ha ba bia pharmacy shop bia benya bi herbal shop bia benya bi chemical shop bia benya bi koto SMB test na o kwa so social movement o spiritual movement o social media open the trendy and strong man me pacho shatter movement edoro na American wasem no simiso na American wasem no sincere met na American wasem no senior minister na American wasem no edra on man no akasa man ho fans when I want to say yes what charge na anam and no empty number no that screen so me da go fa me say me see try me photo and I no papa be share mo so try me photo am on phone no so ayeba and the pacho delete be your number no time to photo abusia number Nerika na 0558 379545 0558 379545 and you the filler according to Dr. Edu. Second number is 0201 044221 0201 044221. Last number is 0243 989368 0243 989368. Number 3 na me dofo fra Eba Edu Heba Hospital. Na ye no wedi nkomo kan how chain wa bada bridge wukojo to me pacho freyin nye no nkasa na edro free Edu Heba Hospital aneba ayaresa bia busuan yakwadare ewa yarehwanya yaresa nyine mu ye tu stroke kwase ema obi a oyare stroke adahwache na obi a won se de edu no te na chi nyina yekro ya bo ne pampers ababa wa fedu ansore no yi pampers no ne ekọ no eho asem ana meka eni se stroke no ache nipa no ato wache no fane brain man kasim ba fikrom eho na headquarters no ewo abusuan odo man kasim station o ko ba fikrom obeche o ka we fro na bra obedu wono ma abusuan e be hwewo ama o de hye no ne ho ato no kama ye what ne nto emu de obedem say yes o da fie wo dayare sabia so asa wo djojo ho hotel ba bi because ya no VIP was ana normal was obewram nya fe na akọ yarefo a waba yare sabia na afi o koja na akosa lai amba cho ye ho ye nya sa wo wankasa o facility ne bibia ye intact o toilet and bath shem anything no bibia ye kama o change o patient ho a obi nyina wa wo show obi wonu ma je se ye kofa enipa be tem be sala wona yin se de be ya ye change ne ho do da ne nchen o hu ne hu me patcho Edu Heba Hospital ye ntisa ya ma obi ane what o so any wo de usika ekuta wo no eho adwuma na ebe ya ma wo ene nti no medafo to be kafa nipa na ne ho atochema no bibi ha no fa ne bren wo edu Heba Hospital na Awurade andom ona doctor do so de nubra nua ha ban ene dua hini efa yade biada etu ase ene nti enya stroke kwa na yesa yade biada sente hye wa na ye wa eno de me boso because na no pani bi de ne ba bre me na me mani ba kwara nso me yam hye me utimu se asma na wo ne ho ache but Awurade adom odu edu Heba Hospital last week utimu se ye stabilize ni we na bibia e kama edo no anopa me sorry ya na me sempacho mo te say osanyame adom efri na no e ba ne Thursday no ma bim eyesa na afi me ho atom na me ho ayem de won say oye adwuma wie na huhu emfaso hu sade na akọ na koyesa na ho aye wo de enya de wa ya wie na afi wo wi na yam susu sade me e be fa na emfa edrebe ya na enye yi enye try and error ewo edu Heba Hospital ebusuafo ye ma wodro na ye de ensese ye boka se dro na de ma ya de ye ewo osu eso adro ni na wotwe asebetu na wotwe menu asebetu na wotwe mi ansa asebetu ampanso ebedu wo no na wato asori a okọ wuyi achia kwa ochia osimi machia na wo ko ba bi enne ni ya de bia etete wo emmema na mokọ dwaba mumu na nkwada hwere agire mumu na ye tisi so e mumu mepa moncho edu Heba Hospital edro papa wo no ma oba e beba wo ama wo acho mepa acho wo enya yaresa bia oba ye ma wodo na enne kochina kobra ansa na wayo ye machine sakase egu no mabusuan oba ye de be exam efru trimesu nase ne on sa yade na efri ya na eba e ha ene ha eje do we ne de be ma na ewia emu
All right, so welcome back from the quick break. And we went to Befi Chrome with Abna Biu bringing us up to speed with the happenings from Edu Heba. When was the last time you tried a local medication?
Oh, I do often.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
It mean Pedro. That's the thing. And the local ones are very bitter. However, I prefer those ones.
Okay.
Yes.
Why do you prefer those?
I think those ones work faster for me, especially when I suspect or I check and it's malaria. There is this leaf my mom would blend.
Some concoction?
Yeah, bitter leaf and some things. The moment you take it, you start sweating, your appetite will come back. By the time you realize, you are fine. Yeah.
Wow.
And, yes. And there's another one for detoxification too. She'll mix them. By the time you realize, you are.
No, but mothers at that time, those in the 20s, the 30s, the 40s that were born, always knows that they need to detoxify their children at a particular time.
Yes.
But the current generation, they don't do that. They don't do that.
My nephews and nieces, for instance, my mom, every 2-3 months, she would take them through that cycle. And sometimes when they take a lot of sweets too, she knows what to do.
Wow.
And then they are fine. There's a way she will see them. No, you need this. And by the time you realize, I don't want to use the exact terms. It's early morning and it's TV. So
by the time you realize, wow, that's interesting. So our next conversation will be with our man, Oting Amwak, on the tax experts. I will be looking at understanding your taxes, what every worker must know. Do you understand your taxes?
You see, when it comes to taxes, I think that most people do not really have the full understanding of what is supposed to be used for and all of that. I think the general understanding most of us have is that, my roads are not in good shape and I pay taxes, so my taxes should be used. Sometimes I believe or think that that's a general understanding most people have when we talk about taxes. For instance, we just spoke about this 1 Ghana cedis levy that was added to the fuel to solve the energy sector crisis. So when topics like that come, people get the understanding that I'm paying extra on this, and this extra I'm paying is going to be used to take care of this crisis or that. But taxes in general, I think we haven't really grasped the understanding of it. Unlike the Western world where people are big on taxes, they are in a hurry to even go and pay their taxes because they know the benefits of it, tax waivers and all that. I don't think we really understand it.
So that's where the problem is. I think government have not been able to do a lot of education when it comes to taxes. So let's move straight away. This morning we want to move on to a very important conversation on the national policy focus that has to do, our attention is to a topic that touches every working citizen. We're talking about budgeting 101, understanding your taxes and what every worker must know. Taxes are not just deduction to your pay slip, they are the backbone of national development. But how do we truly understand what we pay and why we pay it and how it is used? So I've mentioned 3 things: what we pay, why we pay it, and how it is used. So joining us in this conversation is a policy and finance analyst. He's the man when it comes to taxes. He's an expert. Mr. Oting Amwakon Foster, good morning.
Good morning, my dear brother.
How are you, sir?
By the grace, I'm blessed. And you?
Grace abound. And it's great.
We thank God.
Yeah, we are grateful having you this morning again to have this conversation. And you are going to help us break down the basis of personal taxing obligations, how every worker can be better manage their incomes and the phases of deduction and living, rising living costs. So as we simplify this, my first question will be, Obamle, you want to throw in the first question? You come in midway to it.
Or you want me to go?
Okay, so
I would want to know if, as a tax expert, you believe people or Ghanaians really understand the subjects when we talk about taxes. Hello?
Yeah, hello, yes. We actually have to let Ghanaians understand why they are supposed to pay taxes.
But do we understand it at all? Do we understand the subject of tax? Do we really understand it? Do you think we do?
Yes, I think people have heard about taxes. At least everybody knows that tax is actually a payment to government. So to some extent, people understand what tax is all about. And when you mention a tax, everybody knows that tax is basically a payment and levies that goes to the government. But what has been our major challenge is that there are not necessarily knowing that tax is a payment to government. That one alone is not enough. People need to understand some basic aspect of tax that many don't actually get the impulse and understanding of it. That is where most challenges lies, that we need to go deeper and let people understand some principles, some laws governing the tax system. But just a mere tax, that one, I know every Ghanaian knows that tax is basically a payment that we are making to government.
Aside that understanding, are Ghanaians paying taxes as they should?
Yes, the first thing you need to understand that every Ghanaian pays tax, whether you are aware or not. You will not pay tax only when you decide not to wear clothes than to work naked. Only when you decide not to buy any food or use any transport. That is where you will not pay taxes. So for some level, every Ghanaian pays tax. But there are two forms of taxes that we need to understand more. We have the indirect taxes that is based on consumption. And as immediately you consume something, that taxes are paid. But where you don't consume it, you don't pay the taxes.
Okay.
So I say every Ghanaian pay tax because whoever wear clothes, in the cloth there is taxes in it. Whoever buy fuel or even sit in a vehicle to travel to a place and pay lorry fares, there are taxes built in it. Whatever you buy and you eat, mostly taxable. Milos and all these things, you pay taxes on it. These are indirect taxes that we know that Ghanaians are paying. But I believe the focus of what we are discussing is more of the direct taxes. That is where we find out that many people don't actually pay the needed taxes that is supposed to have been paid when it comes to the payment of direct taxes.
Talking about the payment of direct taxes, what do you think is preventing people from paying direct taxes?
Thank you very much. There are a lot of factors that is actually hindering people from paying taxes. One, the people, some actually don't understand these taxes that we're talking about. Some even don't know that gifts are taxable. They don't know. So ignorance is one of the issues. And there is a low tax education in Ghana.
Okay.
Hardly do you see even television stations like you are doing, hardly do you see radio stations having a period whereby we discuss issues of tax. So actually, the ignorance with respect to the tax laws is high, and therefore people even don't know the laws that govern the taxes. People don't know why they are supposed the sanctions pertaining to it.
Right.
And again, one issue that is affecting tax is that, but before that, we must all note that government doesn't do business, but government is supposed to provide infrastructure. Government is supposed to provide road. Government is supposed to build schools, and these monies are coming through taxes. But what is making the issue more worrying, that is preventing many people from the payment of taxes, is about the usage of the taxes paid or the taxes collected. Sometimes many people feel that we are taking taxes. You hear corruption, you hear mismanagement,
before we come to the things the Ghanaian people expect their taxes to be used for, I want us to dwell more on the direct taxes, because for education purposes, so that people will know exactly what the direct taxes are. Because we have GRA, we have VAT, we have all those things. What are some of the direct taxes, and why are those taxes difficult to be paid?
Thank you very much, my dear sister. Yes, we have direct taxes. When we talk of direct taxes, they are taxes that when you pay yourself, you feel the impact of the payment. And they include the pay as you earn taxes. That is the pay as you earn. It's a tax that we are supposed to pay every Ghanaian. When we say pay as you earn, it means that the gains, the profits from your income, your profits from your business, your profit from your investment, and your profit from these all other sources. In fact, the pay as you earn, when we want to look at it, we have three things that we have to look at it. That's pay as you earn for individual. Every individual gets money from three sources, either from employment, from business, and from investment. So these are the three sources of monies that we receive. So every employment that you are into it, every businesses that you are, some people are employed. Besides, some also have businesses, and some also have rent. Some even have houses, they give it to rent. Some have businesses, they provide services to others. Some have work that they receive salary. All these incomes that you get, you are supposed to pay as you earn on it. The sad aspect is that there are many people in Ghana. That is what people are talking about. Many people in Ghana who are doing businesses, who are employed, who have investment. But at the end of the period, they don't file returns on these gains they make, and they don't pay taxes.
Right.
My sister, look at the number of houses we have in Ghana. Look at the number of people who own houses. Look at the people who have given all these houses for rent. These are investment income that they are supposed to pay taxes. If it is for residential purposes, it is 8%. If it's for commercial purpose, it is 15%. But you ask yourself, how many people owning houses in Ghana are paying these taxes?
Mr. Marco, is it because government hasn't been strict enough for people to pay taxes on these properties?
Yes, it's basically weak management of our tax laws. That's weak management, because for the laws are there. So why do we even keep it at 8%? Why do we even keep it at 15%? Is it that the money is high? So this is what we expect the government to have policies in place so that even if it takes that, it is reduced to 2%, and then there are mechanisms to ensure payment. These things are done.
Would you say the same thing for businesses online who haven't really gone through the proper way of registering a business that are running online? Would you say the same thing for those businesses? Is it because there is weak implementation? That is why those businesses are not paying these direct taxes? Because I think there are businesses running online, people purchase, they sell, they deliver, but they really don't pay these direct taxes as we're talking about. Is it about weak implementation?
The challenge has been that, like I'm saying, institutional weaknesses on the part of the government is the reason. And there is no even collaboration between the agencies, the Ghana Revenue Authority, the Registrar General, the Controller and Accountant General. Right from the word go, even businesses that are registered are not doing the right thing. I know a company, I know an agency who pays the Senate, but there is no linkage between Senate and then the GRA, and therefore no payment is going on at that level. But you see, as a country, as the Register of Companies is registering the companies, at the same moment, there should have been a communique, there should have been a modality. As the company is registered, the GRA will get all the details of the company being registered, and then they will ensure the tax adherence to the tax policies there. So this linkages that I personally expect to see between the various governmental organizations that will enhance the payment of the pay-as-you-earn taxes, we don't see them. Go to the new sites, look at the number of buildings that we have. All these houses, don't they go for the NETCO, GRIDCO for electricity? So you ask yourself, all the electrical contractors that are working on these houses, they are licensed by the Energy Commission. Because if you are not licensed by Energy Commission, you cannot provide electrical services to any house or any company. The question is, when they do that, do they file their returns? Meanwhile, the energy sector, the Energy Commission have all these records. For instance, maybe Foster Otinamo Company Limited was the company that did the electrification of a house. The question is he filing returns on it? Meanwhile, the GRA, the Energy Commission and the ECD, they have details of those things. So the necessary connections that should exist between government agencies to enhance improvement in the tax system is not there. That is why people are selling land, people are raising monies, people have lands, they resell the land, they make lot of profits. But these lands that are reselled, the documents go to the Lands Commission. The documents go to Town and Country Planning Division. What are some of the linkages between this sector and then the GRA to ensure that people are paying their realization of gains on the disposal of fixed assets and the land and all these things? So I see institutional weaknesses as one of the reasons that is making a lot of loopholes in our tax collection system. That is why we are not getting much of people paying the pay-as-you-earn tax. So my sister, actually, the pay-as-you-earn, people in Ghana are doing businesses. People are having a lot of businesses in Ghana. They are not paying taxes. People are doing a lot of investment in Ghana. They are not paying taxes, especially business and investment. And have to know all these structures properly working. Even though I can say the GRA of Ghana is actually working to improve upon the situation. However, I'm of the view that as we move on, government should have a way to strengthen the linkages between these government institutions that are supposed to function to ensure adherence to the tax policies in Ghana. In fact, GRA alone cannot do all the work, but they need collaboration with other state agencies that people go in there for services, so that all these collaborations and all these reports put together, they can help the country raise a higher revenue for the country. Thank you.
Now, finally, before I go to L, what are some of the measures for businesses who are not making profits? Because there are businesses.
Can you raise your voice a little? I'm not getting the question well.
Okay, I'm saying that what are some of the incentives that some taxes or maybe GRA or something, what do they have?
There is noise. I can't hear you well.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm asking, what is there for businesses who are not making profits? Because I understand there are tax incentives, tax waivers and all of that. What is there for those businesses who are not making profits, but they are making losses over the years?
So is there a business who is not making profit? What is the essence of a business? The essence of a business and association of people, or they are any work with the motive of making profit. So who established business that the business I'm always to make losses? It is not done anywhere. But you see, we have people who have a way to manipulate their business to be making losses. And who establish business for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years is making losses and will continue doing the business. And how will you do that business? But the issue has been that many people, for tax purposes and tax reasons, they keep their records in such a way that the business will run loss in the face of the financial record. But in actual sense, different things are happening. That is why the Ghana Revenue Authority also have an investigative body. They have a unit of it, a tax investigation, tax audit. They have a tax audit unit. So if you are saying that you are making a loss for a period, the GRA tax audit, you have to present your statement to show that actually you are making a loss. And then the Ghana Revenue Authority will also have a tax audit unit that also come and assess whatever you are doing that you think that you are making a loss. Because there are businesses that are doing business, but the earnings, the profit, they are pushing it into other sectors. They are using it for different things, and at the end, they will push all this expenditure to make the face of the business look bad. In reality, here in Ghana, most businesses will not continue to survive if they are running losses for a number of years. Sometimes monies are rechanneled for other activities, but in most cases, most businesses don't run at a loss. And in most cases, most businesses are actually doing the business that they are supposed to pay taxes that they are not paying. It's only few of businesses that may fall into running losses for about 2-3 years. They are only few. And even besides running losses, when we talk of payment of taxes, it is not only as individuals and organizations, not only the pay as you earn that we have to look at it. Even if it's a business, sometimes you go and buy, and beside that there are withholding taxes that you have to withhold from payments to other suppliers, and all these things are taxes that we pay to the government. So tax payment, it is not a one jacket, it's not a one skeletal way that we need to do. There are a lot of activities that we do that may call for us to also contribute to tax payments.
All right, so I'll hand you over to Ella.
Well, thank you so much, Diana, and thank you, Foster. Let me pick your thought on this quickly. You've been talking about the direct, indirect tax obligations that we need to know, but I really want to find out from you, how can workers improve their understanding of taxes and planning?
Thank you very much. Yes, it is expected that Ghanaian workers understand what they are doing. In law, every worker is supposed to pay tax. According to the Income Tax Act of Ghana, we mostly use the term workers, but according to the tax law, we normally use employment. So when we say employment, we want to mean somebody working for somebody and receiving salaries. And one thing that, let me also bring out that unemployment includes a public officer, a public office held by an individual. So if you are an assemblyman and our government is paying you allowance, that is also considered as employment. And therefore you are a worker. So first, we need to understand what employment is all about. When we say employment, we mean somebody who is working in another person's business. We mean somebody who is managing a business, the person is not a partnership. We mean somebody who receives a fixed salary, allowances. And we mean somebody who holds public office and receives money. So employment, we are talking about if you are given any portfolio somewhere, and even if you are in a church, you are given a position and you are taking allowance for that work done, it's unemployment. You are a worker according to the tax laws. And these monies or gains that you get from all this business, these monies are taxable. One thing that everybody must know, that any money you get from the work you are doing, all those monies put together, it is subject to tax. So the question is, my viewers, actually the work we are doing, are we paying taxes on it? That is one thing. And as we were discussing, always been saying that the strength of the country depends on its ability to raise revenue through taxes. Yeah. So every worker is supposed to pay taxes. You ask yourself, how many artisanals in Ghana are paying taxes? Maybe. Do you know the number of, go to news sites and see the number of offices they are building there. Mansions. Who are those building? Ask yourself whether they are paying taxes. All these people are supposed to pay taxes. Look at the tilers who are doing tiling. Look at the plumbers doing the plumbing work. Look at the electrical contractors. All these people are supposed to pay taxes on whatever they earn. So it is our responsibility as workers to know that whatever earnings we are getting from our employment, we need to pay taxes on them. People want to see our road fixed. People want to get the best facilities when we go to hospital. People want to see good schools, good universities. People want to see strong police force that will protect us. So all these things can properly function if we as citizens are paying taxes to support the government. And that is one thing we must bear in mind. So if you are a worker, you are earning, and you decided not to pay taxes, then it means that you are not doing good to yourself, because one day you travel somewhere, God forbid, you may get accident. They will send you to a facility. Because we are not paying the required taxes, the government may also not have the necessary equipment to equip the facility that could have taken care of you whilst you were sick. So what we want to mean is that whatever earnings that you are earning, many people are doing businesses. Many people are having a lot of things doing, but people are not paying taxes to it. Many people are earning monies. We are not paying taxes. That is why I said these are income that we receive from employment. Today, we are saying that many Ghanaians don't do one business. We do Ghana. People are having businesses, even their workers. They are having businesses. Their businesses is running. Their businesses is fetching them money. This income from businesses, these businesses profit that they make, at least they must pay some taxes on it. And we talk about the investment. So look at the investment people have. That's why I just use rent only. Rent only. Assuming we are earning 2% rent income in Ghana, you can imagine the money the state would have gotten. So what we want to mean is that every worker must know that your pay as you earn is very important. Whatever you earn, at least pay some to support the growth of the country. Because if you all decide not to pay taxes, government will not get money. And if government revenue do not increase, the government will not be able to adhere to its social responsibilities. Will not be able to do things that will make Ghana a better place for all of us. And therefore, what we are saying is that even we must know that when we are talking about the monies that you are getting, it is not only the salaries. When we are talking about your money, it is the salaries you earn, the wages you earn, the leave pay, the commission, overtime bonuses, all this money, personal allowances, including cost of living allowance, rent, entertainment, and travel allowances. All these allowances are taxable. So you have to file your returns. When we say returns, basically it's a statement that you make to the GRA. Maybe I'm having some businesses. When I do my estimate, I know that maybe at the end of the year, I'll be able to make profit of maybe say 10,000. So you make a statement to the Ghana Revenue Authority. This is what I expect to make at the end of the year. So I'll pay taxes of based on that. See, so you send your returns, businesses, how much are you earning, investment, how much are you earning, and then employment, how much you are, and you give these returns to the GRA. So with time, you'll be paying the taxes up to the end of the year. This is what, when we all do, we'll have a better Ghana that will help all of us. Now, so tax payment is an obligation, and the one thing we need to the declaration of self-assessment. It is your constitutional duty to declare all your earnings, including gifts, and pay the appropriate taxes. So it's a constitutional duty.
So if somebody
does you have to declare all your earnings. That's what I've talked about the 3 forms of earnings. You have to declare all, file returns, and pay the taxes. So this is what every worker must
understand. Right now,
what the state expect from every worker to also do.
Well,
together, when we do this, we will help build a better Ghana. All of this. Thank you.
I know that somebody will argue that. So if somebody gives me a chocolate, do I need to pay tax on it? We'll come to that. But we have this common mix. I mean, what are some of the common misconceptions about taxes, especially in Ghana, that workers should be aware of? There's just some misconception about taxes, and I want to tie it to: do workers benefit? Are there any benefits that we get as workers to help our tax-related issues?
Yes. Let me start with the benefits. Please, when you are going to work, do you use road?
It's bad, though.
You use road, isn't it?
But the road is bad.
Good. So even let's say the road is bad. But if you want the road to be good, what do you use to make the road to be good? Taxes. Because it is government must get the money to reconstruct the road. My brother, let's take the year 2000 and now 26 years. Can you imagine the roads at that time compared to now? Good. When you go to work, you use electricity. Don't you use electricity?
Yeah, I do.
If government doesn't have money, how would they even put out the electrical infrastructure for you to connect to your house? You want to talk communication. You want to feel sunny and talk for somebody to hear. Assuming, have you ever imagined a state without a police? How would things happen to the citizenry? Even now that we have police, look at how people are scamming us. So how do we pay the policeman? Government will have to buy fuel into the police vehicle in the night. Then the police will be trooping, moving up and back, front and back. Assuming these police were not there, do you think you have the peace to sleep in your room? When you go to hospital, you want to see the nice machines there. You want to see all the system functioning. Big machines that can do whatever you want. Is it not what we want? So if government don't have money, how will government do these things? You send your award to school, free SHS, don't pay school fees. Government is, I'm buying feed for them. I'm doing all these things for them. Where will government get the money to do them? Even the universities you send your awards to, how much do you pay? Do you know how government spend on universities? So these are the benefits that we are getting. And even workers are paid. Some workers are government workers. Some teachers are employed to go and teach your children. You go to social welfare, we need people there to also solve other people's problems. We have other sectors, other ministries who are all providing services. They are not raising any money. How do we pay them? All these things are through taxes. So there are a lot of benefits that we are getting from taxes. And you see, people always wish, oh, let me go to UK, let me go to America and all these people. You see that a lot of infrastructure is going on there. You see a lot of development is going on there. Where do they get the money to be doing those things? Is it not taxes?
It's taxes.
You think you can go to US, go and do business and make huge profit like people are doing in Ghana and they are not paying taxes? Can you go and do that there?
So the problem is systemic.
So you can't eat your cake and have it. We cannot say we won't pay taxes. We cannot say that we won't do this thing, and we don't then expect that your roads will be good. You expect that your hospitals will be better. You expect a better condition of living if we decide not to pay taxes. So there are a lot of indirect benefits that we are getting from taxes. You see now, Kumasi to Accra, when you are traveling by the good, if you are not careful, it will take you 8 hours. So government says, I'm going to construct the road from Kumasi to Accra. Which money is he going to be using on taxes? If he even go and borrow, it's a deferred tax because he taxes from us to pay that borrowing plus the interest. And that is what we must understand, that these are the benefits of taxes we pay.
So it's better.
There are misconceptions that because government is not doing this thing, so I will not pay my tax. It is wrong. Tax is your legal responsibility, irrespective of whether the government is doing the right thing or not. It is your responsibility, it is your constitutional responsibility to pay taxes. And your refusal to pay the taxes means that you are a criminal, because refusing to pay taxes makes you a criminal. Tax avoidance. There's a tax avoidance. It's a criminal offense. Tax evasion. Sorry. So refusing to pay tax is a criminal offense in the country, in the laws of Ghana.
I think we're losing Foster a bit. I think Foster's
government and then people in leadership is that we are having challenges. Ghanaians are refusing to pay taxes. Many people are not paying taxes because they don't want to pay, but because of the reckless usage of these funds is also affecting. So I appeal to people in leadership. I appeal to the various governments, current government and successive government to ensure prudent use of the resources. And that is one thing also affecting our tax collection in Ghana, because many people feel that we are paying taxes, but people are sitting elsewhere and using the money for unnecessary things. And we look at the cost of a product, something happening, then people begin to wonder why they need for me to pay taxes. All because of the attitude of people in leadership. This is also affecting the payment of taxes. My advice.
right.
Citizens, workers, please let's pay tax. As government, our people in authority, please make good use of the tax. This is what will help Ghana as a state. Thank you.
Thank you so much. But I know you want to leave us. Your time is up to leave us. But I want this to be done in a summary in chief for a minute or two.
Thank you very much. Abusuafo anopai medamasu ebiem. Anopai niena ye ina ye dwen ho eye eto. Eden na esese adwumani fa eto ho. Na yidi kan na me kire se hwan ene ye odwumayeni. Ye ka se obi odwumayeni a obi a wo ye adwuma ama obi, wo ye adwuma ama obi e wo na adwuma mu. Ana se obi a wo ye se manager wo hwe adwuma bi a wo nye partner. Ana se obi a ya ma wo ayi dibia wo ayi aban mu. Ankrofoni na ye adwumafo. Enti sika ubenya no na no se sika no ese utu asoto. Ebi a salaries, ebi a allowance, ebi a commission, ebi a overtime bonus. Ene saa niema ni nyina saa sika na ubeji ni nyina no ye mra na kire se ese utu asoto. Na enu achi so no binu so san ye adwuma foforo yes Ghana ye ta aka se ye nya adwuma baako obi hombo a oye adwuma obaabi enso ono aso atimi abomode na bie store bi a oton cement wa bie store bi a oye provision za adwuma no so no emfaso a wo benya wo so no eno so ntua asoto odi eno so to nche binu so wo investment ebi amedi misika koto ha masifie bi amedi ma rent na magisika sa nyuma no so mpasika wunya no so no eno so etua asoto. Enti Ghana ni bia ni dwumani bia no sika wunya no ese otu asoto. Enti bisa ho se sika ye nya ni etu asoto. Oye masoni, oye building contractor, oye engineer, oye welder, oye carpenter, oye obi a oye adwuma magazine. Sika ubenya no nyina no mfaso na ubenya no abusuafo enya aban adwumafo nko a de tu ato. Pay as you earn. Wonso adwuma na wo ya no sika na wunya no wo so ese ntua asoto de ma Ghana Revenue Authority. Ene o pese police for ebebo ye ho ban aban onye adwuma bia o aban sika ye ne emene wo ye tuatua edi se wo ye wadwe se wuntua to asuma si ntua benti entua aban sika sem no enkoye aban sika sem no so se ya wo so bi town. If you say sika say aban nya de emma police for emo mutoka osun ho be ebe hell ye de emma school free SHS aban na ehwe nkora wo school mu ye de emma university aban ye niema osisi akwan o ye sa niema we nyina sika na aban de ye enti se wo ye wadwin se to na wuntua no ye kan hunu se untia to no untia na aban sikasem be sei aban sikasem sei a onsu bi be kan enti epemani ye na ye na ye pese etena se asundwe mu a de me kan nyina ne se sika a ubenya dia no se eye adwuma wo ye se watimi abie adwuma bi na wo ye ana se watimi aye investment bi a se sika ni na ubenya no esese utua ho to ede ma Ghana ban esese utimi ye nkrata ede koma GRA eye simple statement na we are kasa na ebi kan na no krese afi mu mi susu se adwuma me ye ni menya mfaso sei enti to sei na semiti family self assessment na shase na tuatua etuo ni bi kakra bi a obetimi aye bu atua no eboa enti utua kakra mi tua kakra benti tua kakra abanya sika obetimi aye yakan ni ye abanya sika obetimi ahwe police fo amamabo e ho ban abanya sika obetimi dia yeniema efatade abo yina enti abusuafo anopai ye me pese me ka che yina ne se etuo tua de ade ye Ghana bi ni bi asade na ebinumu ekase mintuato minira me pese me ka se eyemra Ghana constitution ni hyeyen se yetima ni mu de adwuma na ye na se yetua soto enti ese yetua soto mafuto nyina ne se timamini a wote o mamutuato saa na mafuto a mede ma Ghana mpanimfo se to na timamufu atua no omoso mfanye bibi mu a timamufu e ma Ghana fo ina ye ho entoyen medamo ase anopai
yes ye beda ase Owura Foster Otin Amoakon se onso oni abenyasa enkitahudie a church ni amemu me feel say workers nyina so betina so mpemu ye bekoso a de tax home komo nyame ya adomo a dasene ye dase. So thank you so much, Foster Otin. Quite interesting, elaborate conversation this morning. And so when people pay taxes, it's very simple. When we pay our taxes, the rules are fixed. It brings us a lot of, the schools are built, the water system, electricity are also fixed. Taxes help us to, help finance major projects that grows the economy and create jobs for citizens. The police, the military, the emergency services are all funded through taxes, helping to keep the country safe and stable. Tax revenue supports programs like education funding, health insurance schemes, and social welfare initiatives. A strong tax system reduces over-reliance on loans and foreign aid and making the economy more stable. 053-715-8638 is the numbers we've gotten to this point of the conversation. We want to pick your thoughts and reaction of what I've been done since morning till now. 053-715-8638 is the numbers. Also be to me afraid. Paying tax properly help individuals and businesses avoid fines, legal trouble, and interest. Hello, good morning. Oh, sorry. Amen. Share that scene. So friend wabon tell near 053-715-8638 numbers now. So between near to train come and anope a morning focus. Yeah, shania coco so. Shania many be brave. Didn't and your last conversation has to do with the thing talking about taxes. When the person to taxes. Chocolates, is now the point is hey, Boga, it's the same. Hey, yo, Aquaba. Yeah, you want so.
mpanyinfo bu bebi wɔn nso ɔba aware a wɔnkyɛn otu ankye a nnua yɛmuna nka tí wɔn nkwa nnua na enim nyansa sɛ wɔn anadamfo na edi na atɛsɛ onim nyansa yɛmuna ne kɔn yɛmuna ne ka ɔbɛn dɛ ɔbɛkɛ ɔpam wɔn ɛni sɔ yɛ patama mɛ yɛn kasa ɔbɛ akyi kɔsɔ yɛ wɔn bɛ pa yɛ kɔ so kɔhwɛ kɔkɔ ne bu kɛntɛn mu a yɛn ti nyɛ yi kɔkɔ tia kwan susa ɔnkara ntɛnɛ na bɔ wɔn amɛ yɛ because ɔmo sɔ ɔbɛ pii to oyi ɔmo anya bɔ wɔn yi wɔn sɛ bɛ ne dapa de nyinaa wɔn na tia.